we had AFP raids, of course, against two forms of journalism on the Tuesday and the Wednesday of this week. Today, they broke their silence. An extensive news conference, it's got to be said, by the acting commissioner of the AFP, Neil Gannig, and, well, he has confirmed the Australian Federal Police is not ruling out prosecuting reporters and media organisations after those raids. The presumption all along is that they were after the sources. That certainly still is the case, but could journalists be prosecuted as well? The twin raids this week, of course, have sparked questions over press freedom, whether or not new laws are needed to protect journalists and whistleblowers as well. Charlotte Mortlock.
The two raids in 24 hours targeting journalists at the ABC and News Corp have thrust local media into the global spotlight. International publications condemning them as government attacks on media freedom. The New York Times going so far as to say Australia could be the most secretive democracy in the world. The Prime Minister has distanced himself.
My government is absolutely committed to freedom of the press. Second, these are matters that were being pursued by the AFP operationally at complete arm's length from the government, not with the knowledge of the government, not at the instigation of government ministers.
That notion was backed up by the AFP.
The AFP actions over the last 2 days have been independent and impartial at all times.
The Labor Party has criticised the Morrison government, accusing it of being the one which referred the matter to police in the first place. The opposition also asking for a briefing to see if a Senate inquiry into the raids is possible.
Plainclothes police officers spent Wednesday at the ABC headquarters searching through thousands of electronic files. They left 8 hours later with 2 USBs.
ABC Managing Director David Anderson said AFP officers removed about 100 electronic files from our office. These files have been sealed and police are unable to access them for 2 weeks, while our legal team works to determine any legal grounds to prevent the release of the material. The AFP won't rule out prosecuting journalists.
It is an offence to actually have that particular material still on websites.
Speaking from the UK, the Prime Minister said national security laws could be reviewed following the raids. Shadow Home Affairs Minister Christina Keneally says bipartisan support is vital.
Work with us in a bipartisan fashion. Come to us early. Don't leak the legislation or the proposed changes to the media and then say you're being bipartisan. Come and work with us.
Charlotte Mortlock, Sky News, Sydney.